This is Lauriana Mae. You're checking out You Know I Got Soul.
All right, Lauriana. So you released your Love May EP, last month. What can you tell us about that?
The Love May EP is just a few of the songs that I have been working on for a little while. We signed with Atlantic Records and already had a band and everything together, so just wanted to put something out while we're doing shows to get people excited about the upcoming album.
Yeah, cool. And I really like the song Love from that EP. Talk about how the song was created.
Thank you so much. That song, Kwame actually gave me the track first, and I sat in with a writer, Earth's Verse, and I just told her I wanted to do a record about the emotion love, but not in such a positive light, about when love really hurts us and breaks us down.
Okay. You mentioned Kwame, and I know he produced the whole EP, and you've been working with him for some time now. How'd you originally link up with him?
My manager just set up a meeting with Kwame, and I went in there. The first time I met Kwame, actually, I went into his studio and he played me a track that had a Ruth Brown sample on it, which is one of my favorite artists. And when I said, "Oh my God, this is one of my favorite songs," he was like, "You know this song?" He was like, "I'm so impressed," and we immediately hit it off.
Yeah.
And the style of music that I wanted to create and what excited him, it just, we went together very well. We worked very well together.
And something he mentioned on stage when he introduced you was he's still trying to find a definition for your sound. He's trying to kind of define it. You have such a unique sound. How do you describe it?
Well, when I started creating this sound and doing this project, I wanted to take music that inspires me, which is like classic jazz and rhythm and blues, and combine it with contemporary hip-hop and R&B. So just being inspired by all that, this is what we came up with.
Yeah. And, since it's such a unique sound, what's the reaction been like from music fans so far to it?
So far, we're getting a great reaction, actually. Everybody's been so supportive, and no one really needed a definition right away. They just like the music, and I just want to keep giving them more.
Okay. I know that you write your own music just as you did on this EP. What's your writing process like?
A lot of times I'll come up with a concept first, and I will just start writing lyrics and humming melodies and take it to the producer and say I have an idea and I need to do this. And then sometimes the track inspires me and I just write to the track. Okay.
Talk about your appearance on P. Diddy's Star Maker, a few years back. What did you, take most away from the show? What did you learn the most on there?
I learned a lot actually from being on Star Maker, just in the spirit of like competition, but just being a professional at all times. It's a constant competition out here. Yeah. But you always have to be professional and just work, and being surrounded by so many people that wanted the same thing that I wanted. I knew I had to be constantly on my game, not just during the show, but after the show. I took that with me.
Yeah. Okay. So you've had the EP out a little bit now. What can we expect next from you? Working on the album, or can you talk about that?
I am working on the album. We're doing so many songs. Tonight, I think we did like 10 or 11 records, and it's just some of the collection of songs that I've been working on. So there's so much more to come, and we just have to really sit down and eliminate eventually and try to choose, which will be the hardest thing for me, because some of these records are so personal to me now.
Okay. And besides Kwame, who else did you work with on the album?
Producer-wise, I've worked so far with The Remedy. I've worked with Jerry Wonder. I've worked with Carvin and Ivan. I've worked with The Stereotypes. I've worked with Chuck Harmony. I've worked with so many amazing people.
Okay. And that's all I got for you. Is there anything you'd like to add?
The fact that you're here tonight means a lot to me. This is my first headlining show, so everyone who's watching, everyone who's listening, everyone who's buying the EP right now, and I don't even have something on the radio yet, it just really means so much to me. Lauriana Mae, you could get my EP, Love May, on iTunes now.